Today I'm going to show you the techniques that I use for hitting people in drive-by vehicles. They're pretty simple and they will improve you and make you a phenomenal content creator. Well, at least they're going to help you hit shots like that. I'm also going to talk to you about the rules of sniping overall and so much more. Let's keep going. Uppercut, sonic boom! Well, hello there, humans of these earthlings, however you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too, you red hot little ravers. Today, I'm going to show you how to be much better at sniping. Firstly, I'm going to show you the two techniques that I use to hit people and how you can apply those to moving vehicles and come away with a lot more shots on people zooming by you in Dacias, buggies, and the whatnot. Then I'm going to show you the rules of engagement for sniping, which I've broken down really comfortably so that you can actually put these into effect and get more hits, win more games, snipe like a champion. Let's kick this off. Firstly, the two techniques. Technique number one is where you let the target come into the crosshairs. You'll see I set the crosshair up in front of the target, and then I time it when the target is going to cross in front of that reticle. I pull the trigger and hit him. He's not knocked. So I'm going to show you technique number two in the same clip, where I track the target smoothly, get my reticle in line with his movement, which happens super quickly, you can see, and then we hit the target on the fly. Those are the two ways that you will be sniping. There, of course, is the simple old point it at their head because they're not moving and pull the trigger, but who wants to do that? Well, I mean, I do it constantly like this, but it's not really what I'm here to talk about. If you're wondering why this is important, I've been using snipers bolt actions predominantly forever. It's a thing that I cannot emphasize enough. I mean, this is like season number 2. And this is me hitting multiple shots on a vehicle at 300 meters plus on the live stream. It's all about technique. You're not going to hit every time, but when you get good at it, you can hit more than most people, which is where it's at. Let me show you the first two clips that we looked at again on this video. And then I'm going to slow them down and I'm going to walk you through what is actually going on here. Now that's 2 swipes right with my thumb on that first clip. You'll see it here in just a second. But each time I'm stopping. I'm not holding the thumb down trying to track the car. Watch how I swipe right one more time, get a feel for the velocity of the car, and then I wait for the target to hit my reticle and release the round. I'm not tracking the guy the whole time for his headshot. I'm actually putting the reticle where I think his head's going to be in the next split second. Watch this. I'm not tracking that car. There's no way I could do that. I'm not physically that quick to ironsight a Dacia at 20 meters as it goes by at 100 kilometers an hour. What I am quick enough to do and use my experience and my knowledge is figure out where the target should be, put my rifle there, and then time it. Watch how I hit this guy. I don't actually track him. I move the reticle to where the guy is going to be through the air, just about there, and then I release the round down range, and the target goes through the round. A lot of people make the mistake of trying to overdo this and track targets. It's so much easier just to let the target come into the reticle. Now, you should try that out yourself. I mean, anyone can hit a headshot like that, but hitting a target that's moving is so much more impressive. And it'll get your views on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, which is what a lot of people really want out of their gaming experience. I know, but this is the world we're living in, right? Now I want to talk to you about the rules of engagement with snipers. And this is something that I think people screw up all the time. Let me show you a couple of clips. And I want you to be honest about this. I want you to tell me in the comments whether you did actually get this or you didn't. The one thing that all these clips that I'm about to show you have in common, as I hit 3 shots and like take out 3 members of a squad with a sniper rifle. And then in the next one, I'm going to hit 2 shots and take out 2 members of a squad with a sniper rifle. And I want you to think about the one thing both these engagements have in common. And I've probably given it away a little bit there, but this is the most important rule for sniper rifles. If you follow this rule, you will use them more efficiently, you will get more kills, and you will win more chicken dinners. And just leave a comment below as to whether you got it or not. What those two clips have in common. And the answer, of course, is that both the squads I was engaging there were outside the circle. The secret to sniping so often is positional play. It's so much easier to hit a target that is coming in toward you and is forced to play the game on your terms. So the rule of engagement that is most important to me when I'm sniping is making sure that I'm taking the engagement from inside the circle with targets that are outside the circle. If I'm fighting someone and I have an M416 on full auto spray and they have an AWM with an 8X, I am not in my wildest dreams expecting to win that trade when I'm poking. Like, they can be idiots and they only have to get lucky once. I've got to get lucky with 4 or 5 rounds in a row to clear level 3 armor. So if I'm outside the circle and I've got to run in and they've got an AWM and an 8X, like, look at me here. We are desperately trying to get up the hill into the circle. And that tip, we didn't make it. And I got knocked by that sniper trying to get up towards that compound. This is the secret of sniper rifles. If you want to be good at them, sure, you have to actually be able to aim and you have to adjust your sensitivity and you have to get to the range and work this stuff out. It's not hard. Go to the range, sort out your camera settings on your 6 and your 8X scopes for the M24, the Mosin, the Garnt, the Kar 98 and the AWM. And you've got to practice to get fast like that. You have to take a lot of shots at the range. The easiest way is to go to the range, get a Mark 14 and the training range, not the cheer park, and then just take the headshot only sniper challenge. Do that on a single shot Mark 14 for like an hour. And you'll walk away with good muscle memory, already improved. And then it's just a matter of stepping stone up from there. Now, of course, it's so many other variables in that. Sometimes you're outside the circle and they're outside the circle. And it's just more important for you to be closer to the circle than they are so that they feel the pinch harder. Or you've got a knock, so you're able to take a position where they're forced to get involved and get with a knock. And you're also going to learn things over time. This is a trick. I've never shown anyone this, and I didn't really even think about it till I was on the stream the other day, and someone was like, how the hell did you do this? Watch as we get pushed from all sides here, and someone comes and sets up across from us on the tree. You can see he's going to flank now in a car. And he's going to come in and he's going to do what most people who M416 spray do. They get there, they take a position, they lie down in the grass, and they wait to take advantage of that, okay? See that target just ahead of us there to the northwest, 300, jumping around? I am taking note of about where the height of that target is, right next to that tree, and then I'm going to go down to where I think his feet would be, and I'm going to take a shot right where the tree meets the ground on the left-hand side as we look at it. And watch what the result is, because this is experience. And this is how you get better at sniping. You play with a sniper more often and you work your magic and you become a proficient practitioner of sniping genius. This is another example. This is from the same stream. Someone said I got lucky with this shot, which is just crazy. And I really wanted to highlight this. Firstly and foremost, it is very hard to use snipers to clear targets if you're not willing to push, right? There's a body shot. This guy's going to start poking backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. People do this all the time when they're being hit with a sniper rifle. They're worried about hard poking because hard poking is a bad idea. So they will start jiggle peeking to try to make sure that the sniper doesn't get a clear shot at their head. All you do is just time it. There's the head. He sees poking. I'm actually going to time the shot for as he gets his head all the way out. But you've got to take time with things like that. It's not luck. Let me show you a great example of some really cool sniping techniques that we talked about. Remember how we talked about putting the reticle where the target's going to be? When you start thinking outside the box, you're going to see me hit a couple of shots here and just miss a couple of shots as well, where I know the layout of that compound. It's very clear to me what the targets are going to be doing. And I'm actually aiming at the stairs there as they're running up, so that as they cross, I'm shooting them where they're going to be. Even though I can't really see that target the whole time. We get the knock, the headshot, cool. And then there's someone else running in from the outside. That hit there is because I aimed at the doorway they were going to be at. And then I aimed at the stairwell they were going to come up. And then I try and aim at the top where they're next coming out. And they're all the same technique. It's putting the reticle where the target's going to be and then letting the target run into the reticle. you time it. You get better at timing. And this is where snipers become so effective, bolt-action snipers, in wearing down the resources of a whole bunch of people. Their helmets are all screwed. They've taken heaps of shots. They've had a bunch of knocks. And Gangsty and I are able to get knocks there and eventually push down. And they're all getting healed up and revived. The squad is like running on fumes by the time we get there. Sniping is an art form. It's got technique, and it takes more than just talent to do it. Hell, I should know. I've been playing first-person shooters for 30 plus years. Like, I'm not even kidding. 30 plus years I've been playing first-person shooters. And sniping is my favorite thing to do in the entire gaming universe. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want more content like this, let me know. I'm happy to go in depth on snipers. They are absolutely the best, most fun thing to do since they invented a stand-up naughty. I'm Bushka. Look after yourself. Stay safe on the battlefield. Please subscribe to the videos and subscribe to the channel and like the videos if you would. And bye for now.